Thank you for joining us today for our seminar, Real-Time Intelligence to Improve Your Business. My name is Caprice Crawford, and I am the Education Director at the Home Furnishings Association. This seminar was originally scheduled as part of the Home Furnishings Association's Retailer Resource Center seminars at the Las Vegas Furniture Market. The association facilitates these seminars as part of our educational outreach for members and the industry. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Amitesh Sinya of iConnect Group was not able to present his seminar, so we decided to bring it to you. Thank you, Amitesh, for taking the time to present your seminar. Now let's get started.
Thank you, Caprice. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry we couldn't make it to the market. Like Caprice said, unfortunate circumstances, flight canceled and stuff like that. But anyways, here we are, and we'll talk about real-time business intelligence to improve your business and hopefully make you more money. We're going to go through a few of the slides here and just talk through different stuff that we can do as part of the business intelligence platform in terms of getting your back-end data out and then present it to you with more meaningful information as part of your daily work. What you see on the screen right now are different ways of looking at your sales data, sales store data for salespeople as well as for sales managers and for the store owners. Weekly planning reports, heat mapping, consumer intelligence, sales intelligence, performance reports, store snapshots, daily, weekly, monthly stuff, performance reports, warehouse management, dispatch and routing, real-time delivery reports, and customer service module, and then related reports to that. So these are all stuff that you do every day. And what we do is basically take your data out of your back end and then massage them and then put them in together on a web platform with very, very good efficient speeds. So it doesn't waste your time in looking at them and downloading them at your end on Excel spreadsheets. About us, just a brief on iConnect. iConnect is based out of Sterling, Virginia, been in business since 2003, very close to Dallas Airport. We have been in the business of generating business intelligence reports for our customers, predominantly in construction and in retail. And because we're in the government sector, so we have to work with the government. Not that we have to, but we love working with the government. We are an 8A small business, minority owned, and so we have a very good rapport working with the government. And being in Sterling, it always made sense to do that. Anyways, so real-time business intelligence. What do we do in terms of BI or business intelligence on a day-to-day basis is generating data out of your back end from your daily sales, overnight data. We convert all of that into different kinds of reports. So one of the examples that you see right now is we build the graphs for you. And again, this is just one of those graphs. We can pretty much build anything that your business requires. So in other words, business intelligence is not just graphs. It's basically the presentation of your data in a more meaningful way, which you would use for your daily use, and hopefully make you save time, money, and resource times. Comparing average tickets, sales categories, bedding sales, accessories, protection sales, store traffic, the ups count, the daily, weekly, monthly levels. Call all of this together, and then you're talking about several hours of work for somebody to just put them together for you. It all starts with planning your week ahead. So as far as our weekly planner goes, not that everybody would do a weekly planner. Some would do a daily planner. Some would do a monthly planner. And then there are a few who would do weekly and bi-weeklies. One of the customers we built this for, actually quite a few customers we built this for. For them, transparency, communication, very important for them, and that is something that they were always looking for. Using this weekly planner, it helps to get everybody on the same boat, everybody going to the same direction, and not too many questions coming up. Again, less time wasted trying to pull the same data from different places, different people doing the same work. So that kind of goes away. Everything is available on the web as far as your planner, so everybody sees the same things. Now, for example, this is the midweek plan. So again, I have shared out all the real names here. The numbers are real though. So what this gives you is what's my minimum for the week? What is the best? Gold Star is like you do this and you're pretty much done for the week. And then where do each of the salespeople figure on this list, and what are their remaining goals? So this is like a view for the salespeople, for the sales manager, and for the store to see where do they stand midweek, beginning of the week, or end of the week. So it's a good way for all the data to show up in one time at one place. So that's weekly planning. So again, back to the store performance, right? So this is all about sales, making sales at the stores, and getting everybody in the store involved and making sales. A lot of people use our sales and store snapshot reports. They are very quick. They are very fast. The speeds to generate that report is very fast. It's a very good overview from the top to look at the store performance for the store, for the company, and for each individual salesperson. It generates the vital KPIs, and then, like one of the managers said, it provides him with the most current information without the hassle of running multitude of reports. Again, going back into the your current backends. It could be Ashley Profit, it could be Profit Systems, it could be Myriad, it could be Storis, it could be Microsoft AX, or call it whatever. But most of these systems that I'm mentioning about, they are mostly struggling to bring to you real-time business intelligence the way you want it. And what we do is we value the time that we're going to spend on this, and we bring together a solution, a platform for business intelligence at a very low cost and very affordable, which basically is the main point here. This is one of our customers, and we were going to have her at the market anyways, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So this video was there for us to bring in, and I'm going to play this video for everybody's benefit.
Hi, I'm Melanie Stevens with the Turner Furniture Holding Corp, and we've got 13 Ashley stores in 6 states with multiple databases. Our partnership with iConnect has saved us immeasurable time because we're able to go to one source to get all of our reports, and more than that, we know that the reports are going to be accurate and we're not going to have any errors. The neat thing is that by having this one source for our reports, we're able to see what kind of opportunities we have, where our sales teams need to focus, and we're able to share successes a lot quicker with the team. A couple things that they built for us is the Perfect 10 report, which is basically shows all the key performance indicators in one place. Our store managers are able to see how they compare to goal, both monthly and year to date, and on a daily basis. And then the neat thing is they can see how they compare to their peers, and they can try to make changes and motivate their staff based on that. The other thing that they do for us is our bedding report. We're able to see in this one report how our salespeople are doing individually in bedding sales, how the vendors are performing, and we can even see our attachment rate for pillows for our adjustable bases, and we're able to go through and see what kind of protection we're selling. So in one report, we can see from the beginning to the end how we're doing with the bedding experience with our customers. And then the one that I think the managers are the most excited about is the scorecards. With the scorecards, they used to have to pull up to 15 reports on a monthly basis to see how their sales associates were doing with their key performance indicators, see how they were doing to goal, and to calculate the bonus due. Now with iConnect building this report, it's all in one place. We know that it's accurate and that the bonuses and performance are something we can share very quickly with the sales associates. So with all these things that we've done, our managers are able to focus better on the customer experience. We're getting them out of the offices. They're able to interact with their customers. They're not focused on pulling the reports and taking all the time to put all the data together. They've got all this at their fingertips, even to the point now that we've got real-time data that they can find on their iPhones. So iConnect has been awesome to work with. They take our vision for a report, they create the report for us. They're very affordable, super easy to deal with, and always there when we need to ask questions or need to tweak something. So in the end, being a partner with iConnect has been such a win for us. Thank you.
So anyway, so that was Melanie from Turner Furniture Group, one of our very good customers. And yeah, like you said, like you heard, she loves us. So all for very good reasons. One of the things that you mentioned was about the live data. So what we do is we also are able to bring you live data onto your mobile devices, which we will cover briefly as we go through this. Again, back on the sales and store snapshot here, this gives us a very good view of what you did last year versus what you did, what you did last year versus what you did current year in terms of different stores. And then how do you do with your margins, your protections, your beddings, your average ticket, call it whatever, all of your different KPIs that you would measure your performance against. If we could bring them all into different columns by the dollar and by the percent, and that gives you a very good view of where you are, up or down, or on an even keel as far as the previous year, previous period, previous month, quarter, name it, and it's all available to you. This is one of the reports that we did for Turner, and for Turner, for Wellsville Group, for the group in Alabama, from Richmond, multiple people. This is a great report for them to measure their daily, monthly, and annual data. This is like their perfect 10 or the KPI, something that even corporate actually wants to build. We haven't gotten around to finishing that yet with them, but yeah, this is something that they would love to take a look at too. But again, this is very clear, very good across the store, last year, current year. What is the increase, decrease, percentages, your goals? Did you meet them? Yes, no. All of your different KPIs that you measure your business performance against, your number of FinApps, the traffic, the sales per guest, the bedding percent, protection, delivery, all of this, and then your total sales. You're pretty much bringing every single piece of data that you have available in your POS, in your back end, and we number crunch it very, very, very severely to bring it up in very quick time for you, because you don't have time to wait for a report to run, right? You wanted them right there on the front. So this is available to you every morning of the week for all of the data that was processed as of last night. All right, this is a classic example. Sales performance report. Sales managers very, very much upset, struggling with half of their sales teams. They're not performing, and stuff doesn't go the way they want it. So it provides the ability to compare team leads, sales managers, multiple teams within a store, multiple stores within a company, and then multiple teams within the stores and the company all combined together. So you're basically slicing and dicing your data against each different component, and then provide a comparison to each profit center with the current year as well as the previous year data. It enables the store managers and the salespeople to achieve their goals on a weekly basis. So which is where the weekly planner comes into play, is the performance review or a performance evaluation on a weekly basis by the sales managers based on these sales performance reports. This is another view for another customer. Again, very quickly, all of these different KPIs identified by the store owners before we even start work on it. And it gives them a very quick view on a week-to-week basis, daily basis. If you notice a from and to dates here, this could be daily, this could be weekly, month, quarter, year, across a couple of years. You'll still see all of the data over here. This would start comparing numbers against where you are with each of your stores. So this is the entire company, and this is two different stores over here. Let's see. So this is one of the customers, and the way he comes out saying this for us is that the data that this report provides has helped us to eliminate constant turnover among salespeople, as well as clearly establishes a set of performance indicators that sales leaders are looking for, so that the entire team is on the same page and working toward the same set of goals. Again, the whole idea is to make the data available, to make the business intelligence platform as seamless as possible, so that all of this information is available to everybody and anybody at the same time in the click of a button, on the web, on the tablet, on your phones, on your laptop, wherever you are, in real time, and as well as of yesterday. So that this really helps them reach their goals. And basically, there's no more excuse that we didn't know this or we didn't know that. Your sales managers are being held accountable for all the data that has been shared with them. So, sales expectations. So for somebody, this is like minimum sales. So some people, they call it expectation. What do I expect this week and this month? Again, back on the sales managers, monitor the individual sales performance, critical categories, critical KPIs. Are we up? Are we down? It's on a daily basis. Keep thrashing it out. The numbers, the information is right in front of you. Set up your quotas, measure your performance against them, start maintaining corrective action. The entire system, the whole business intelligence platform is built towards managing all of this information. You can take and maintain corrective action and then include remedial training policies to go ahead and fix problems if you see any. Again, identifies weak performance for coaching needs, decision making. That is, in other words, pink slip, the potential termination if it is required. Talking about individual sales performance, again, a very, very detailed KPI here. This is one of the larger report sets, primarily used by almost everybody and anybody that we work with. All of your salespeople, company, stores, employees, salespeople in route here. This is their backend IDs on Profit or Ashley Profit or wherever. And then all of your sales, profits, average sales, call it all of your KPIs visible. It's right there for everybody, by the store, by the manager, and then for corporate. Bonus reports. So what am I working for? What am I working here? What do I get out of this? So this is the system that is supposed to tell you if you're going to earn any bonus this week, yes or no. And there's no magic here. There's no mathematical algorithm trying to build something here. There's no calculators required. The system will do everything for you. It's going to tell you the what is it that you need to do, how much sales do you need to do to get the best bonus. So it's basically a written illustration of the potential. It's basically an incentive. So why you want the sales bonus report? Again, big issue for a sales manager. What's in it for me? That's usually what most employees want to know, and usually how we get the most proactivity out of them. One of the customers that we work with, and this is what he had to say. So it doesn't matter if they're delivery, warehouse sales, customer service, or the sales managers. The bonus report will always give you the transparency that the team wants, and it allows each bonus eligible person to see where the measure is, where he was before, where he is now, and how much more they could have done, probably because of missed opportunities. There are various ways of doing that. Everybody loves recognition, which is very important, and that's an excellent morale boosting tool. And especially when they achieve the goal, it's all over the place, and you're being rewarded for it. And a bonus report that can tell you, hey, you won, or you didn't win because you missed so much, or you could have done so much. So for example, looking at this bonus report here, it tells you how much you could have made, how much you could have had the potential to earn, and how much did I really pay you. So you missed so much of money. You know what? You know why you missed it, because you didn't do X, Y, and Z. And then it tells you sales, then your betting sales, and then your production sales. And if you're counting any other KPIs to measure your sales for missed bonuses or for actual bonus rewards, that's all part part of this report. And we can pretty much add or remove whatever is required or what is not required to be shown here. Again, computes the gold star, selling bonus, team lead numbers for individual performance, and like we said before, it's basically a written illustration of their potential, how much they can do more, and incentivize them to get more business. A tool to drive individual sales daily. It replaces the manual labor of computing the gold star selling process. It's basically telling the individual salespeople what they already know, but we don't tell them, reinforce this whole fact. From anything about 3 hours to about 30 hours a week is what has been saved potentially across different stores, measuring these KPIs in terms of bonus calculations, sales, betting sales, protection sales, and the different KPIs. This is another way of looking at that data, whether they were red dot means you're way below the minimum expectations. Gold star is you're exceeding all standards. And then there are some which it's not showing up here. It's basically a black dot, which says that, hey, you did fine. You did meet your minimum sales expectations. So this is another way of looking at that data. Category series report. Again, this is something that we've done for a few customers. It is not just a sales by salesperson report that you're looking for. You're looking to see what categories you sell most, what are the bedding categories that you're selling, what are the mattresses, all of the different beddings that you have between Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You're trying to compare different categories to see what sells, what doesn't sell, the good, better, and the best sales volumes. Again, one of the category series reports here. You're basically going through all your categories and looking at all your numbers. So you got stationery, you got motion, you got bedroom, you got dining, you got upholstery, you got all up to the right. You can keep going, and you got all bunch of KPI categories stated here. It gives you the current sales, and then how much was it increased from last year, or how much less did you do from last year. So this is again a very, very, very quick view of all the different categories you can pick from here. This is an all basically. You can run this by year to date. You can bring sales data. You can actually click on this motion here, and it will tell you all the different categories that you can drill down to, including going down to the customer name and sales dates when it happened. So you have a lot of data available here, which is readily made available on a click of a button, just because it's all tied together, put together over here. The average sales ticket report. This is a classic report. This is something that a lot of the sales managers, they just want this. They want to know what is the average sales going on in the store, so they can start comparing and tracking who is doing what and what salesperson needs more coaching or needs more help. Anything that is in yellow means it's highlighted for check. All right, we got to talk to the salesperson. We got to coach the salesperson. We got to make notes here. We're going to take remedial action here. All of that comes into play here, because we got to focus, and this allows you to focus because you have set goals, you've set KPIs, and you know what you expect from each of them. And on an everyday basis, you can see who is lagging behind and who is surging forward. Again, bedding sales, another very important KPI for measurements. Allows you to look at every single bedding category that you could possibly have, and then bring them up together against your sales, and then see where you are in terms of percentage sales, percentage to overall sales, percentage to bedding sales, percentage to adjustable basis sales, pillow items, call it whatever, but anything and everything in the bedding sales business is right here sitting in front of you. All that you need to do is click on a few buttons, get your data, and you're ready to go. Here's a customer. This is another one of our customers, and he was there on the market database. I would have had him speak in person, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So I'm going to play the video nonetheless.
Good afternoon and welcome to Las Vegas Market. My name is Ben Strife. My wife and I own 2 Ashley Furniture home stores in South Texas, as well as are the 5th generation to carry on her family's full-line furniture stores in the region. I want to take an opportunity to thank Amitesh and the iConnect team for allowing me to be part of this presentation to express what business intelligence has done for my company. We all know that big data is out there. We all know that it's growing by the minute, by the second, literally. And we all know and recognize the importance of harnessing that information so that we can use that to grow our businesses. As quick as data changes, if we're not changing with it, then we're going to be left behind much sooner and much faster than what it was even just a year ago. So recognizing this brought me to the realization that I need to do a better job of harnessing my data and transforming it into a format that can be quick and efficient so that my team and my upper management team can analyze this data on a daily basis so that we can react appropriately instead of reacting in a lag time of days or even weeks sometimes. So Amitesh has taken the daily data that I have, put it into a customized portal, and put it into a format of 4, 5, or 6 reports that once took up to a half a day and 2 full-time people to run and collaborate into an Excel spreadsheet. And we only hope that manual errors aren't done or mistypes and this and that. The size of that spreadsheet grows so quickly just so that we can have historical and accurate data so we can compare. Now all that's done literally within a few clicks of a button, and not just one facet of the organization. I have sales KPIs that are done by store. We have sales KPIs that are done by individual salesperson. I have warehouse performance metrics in place for pickers, for assemblers, for service techs. We have a customized customer service module in which we track all of our customer work orders, reason codes, time length, the communication aspect of it, when the customer is communicated to, by times and by who. All these things have been all centralized into one portal so that all members of my team can access one program, and we basically have full transparency of what's going on. I can't tell you the value and the importance of this. I don't need to get into the necessary transparency and the importance of accountability. We all know that. We all know that we deal with different generations on our workforce, whether it's Generation X, Generation Y, the millennial generation. Each generation presents different challenges within each group. By having one central place where each of them can go and can get the information that they need to effectively give the customer a great customer experience is vital. iConnect has helped me do this, and I can't thank them enough for that. I can't thank them enough for what they've done for my organization. The hours and time spent on running reports and putting them together is now spent in morning huddles and quickly analyzing the data to see what we can do that day to make a difference, not only in our business, but for our entire customer experience. So thank you, Amitesh. Thank you, iConnect. If you would like to speak to me directly about any of this, about what we have done with them, Amitesh will gladly give out my information, and feel free to reach out anytime. I hope everyone has a successful market. Have a great week and safe travels back home. Thank you very much.
So that was Ben Strife from Cuero. They have stores in Cuero, Victoria, and Corpus Christi in Texas, and one of my very, very good customers. And that's what he has to say about us. And it's been very good. It's been very good. Going forward, business scorecard reports, again, same thing. Streamlining the month-end process for managers, calculating performance of each sales. Everything that was being done manually is now auto-filled and created by a system which basically dwells on business intelligence and presents them in a very quick and a very meaningful manner up for you. This is a visual representation of a business scorecard. Again, very quickly, the sales manager can look up the salesperson, see what is done month to date, and compare it with goals, bonus earned, yes, no, rolling 3 months, year to date. You pretty much see everything all in one shot, and you can make your comments, the sales associate comments, this sign, and then this is sealed and is frozen in time up into the files and never to change again. And you've got a valid documentation as a coaching tool, as well as something that you can look up for in terms of performance evaluations. Additional reports, which again are very critical to business success. This would be the different parts and pieces of the moving business and retail furniture. Dispatching, routing on the mobile app as well as on the web. So for example, routing and scheduling, getting all of that information together from your back end and then creating automated routes based on constraints, setting up all optimizations, making sure you get more deliveries, on-time arrivals, tracking all of these on your tablet, mobile, and on the web, making sure everything is efficiently routed, scheduled, dispatched, last-minute delivery orders, simple stuff, but then done very right within our systems, real-time integration with CrossDock and order management systems. So we actually write back into your order management system just to make sure your dispatch and your customer service don't fail. Setting up your load and prep manifest on mobile apps, so no more papers. Take it on the tablet and do the pick list and then check it off. And then mobile apps, doing all your deliveries, your service techs, and customer service linked in there. The mobile apps also provide you the ability to do your pickup tracking, your delivery tracking, setting up your customer, locations, directions, their signatures, their, comments, the reason codes, delivered, yes, no, all of that arranged and done right through the mobile app. And the web app allows you to try and look at routes in a map, schedule and monitor in real time. Multiple trucks, multiple delivery companies, freight companies, they all can track their own fleets online as well as on the tablet. And then best part is very effective. You have a capacity to track unscheduled capacity of your fleet. So again, a good way of looking at it on the web. Each freight company, each delivery company can look at their own schedules, distribute the workload between their drivers, set up their own geofence so no driver goes out of the way. And if you do go, you do come, the system tells you that, hey, somebody went out of their way, or stopped, made a unscheduled stop at a McDonald's or Chipotle for lunch. Generating stops for individual trucks in your fleet, automatically calculate the truckloads, making the system making automatic pre-calls to customers 1 day before delivery, and then two days after the delivery to customer service, tracking your deliveries with your customers, their signatures, taking pictures, any Facebook, Twitter integration. If you do have accounts, all of that can go up in there. Though how much you want to integrate there is up to you. And then last but not the least, customer signatures and their date and time. So it's all trapped into the database. Few additional things, and I know we are kind of running out of time here, but we have few additional things that we can do as far as the retail shops or stores are concerned. We have sensors, we have camera technology to take care of visitor analytics by the day and hour. The camera takes a picture of the people walking in, and then we're able to save these pictures into a database, do facial recognition, and then count the unique number of visitors today. And if these people did visit to you again in the next month, then we call them as repeat visitors. So you know how many people came back to your store more than once. You got pictures stored for them. We do facial recognition, so we are pretty much sure how many people came in and how many were repeat versus unique visitors. If they walk around the store, we know exactly where they went, how much time they spent in each of the zones. So we generate a heat map based on their movement characteristics. We got Wi-Fi sensors, we got cameras in the store to take care of this. We don't need too many cameras. We need 3 or 4 cameras in probably a 40,000 square feet store, so it's not much. And then the Wi-Fi sensors, we're going to capture those events inside the store anyways. Sales dollars and visitor count. What's your rate of sales? How many visitors compared to how much sales? So sales per guest, your ups count, your ups by traffic, all of those analytics, the math, they start coming out in real time. We use beacons, and then we tell you where they spend more time. This is the heat map. These are the different sensors, or look at the cameras. They'll give you the exact heat map of where people spend more time. Where are they really going to once they enter the store? Where do they go to, and then they exit the store? Chart. How many people walk in, passerby, unique visitors, average time spent in the store. How many people did we really work with? How many were unique versus repeat visitors? Now, customer service, one of the most key components, and a lot of these systems that's out there, built into your POS. It says we have the customer service in there. It's not really doing the customer service the way you want it done. So what we did is we went ahead and built a customer service module for our customers, and now they just love it. It is connected directly with your routing system. It's connected directly with your delivery systems. It automatically creates your service tickets based on your delivery schedule, delivery reason codes. The system can automatically generate your service request based on the delivery times and how did the deliveries go and the customer request for a service take to come out. It is all automated to an extent where it is all very, very good stuff, where your customer service rep, all they need to go do is go to a single point portal, click on a button, and the information is sitting right in front of you every day of the morning, every day of the week. Again, this is not a real-time face-to-face. This was a questions page. My information right here, and like Ben said, I can share his information. So if anybody wants to talk to any of our customers, please feel free to email me or call me, and I will go ahead and provide you with that information. And hey, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for listening in, and I do hope you had a wonderful market, and I do hope to see you guys in market next time, probably October Vegas.
Thank you to everyone for listening, and a big thank you to Amitesh Sinya with iConnect Group for putting together this presentation and giving us an hour of your time today. If you do have any questions for the association or Mr. Sinya, please feel free to contact us at 1-800-422-3778. Thank you and have a great day.